Hi, this is Anthony Weeks. Welcome to the USVI America 250th anniversary. The country is celebrating 250 years. St. Croix, the boyhood home of Alexander Hamilton, one of the founding fathers of the United States, and we're also celebrating the fact that we are a national heritage area. And today's program, it is in honor of Alexander Hamilton and all things cultural and heritage.
Hi, I'm Julianne Vaughn, and I'm here representing the Caribbean Food Network at this beautiful event honoring Alexander Hamilton.
Hi, my name is Sunshine. I'm here at the public library as a greeter. I'm just here to greet today.
Hey, this is Earl Morris. I'm here at Florence William Library with Alexander Hamilton. They have this big announcement and we're here having fun, you know. Cameraman is always around. Peace and love.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Greetings. Well, it's a great opportunity to be here, showcasing some of our Crucian, delicacies in a nice fancy way. I'm Chef Jamal Miranda, as many of you know me. But I think it's gonna be great tonight, man. What are we doing tonight, man? We're gonna do a Crucian mahi mahi, truffle mahi mahi, and that's gonna come with a plantain puree. And then topped with a tropical mango pineapple salsa, and then some nice local microgreens. Something different. Okay.
Yo, so my name is Lyndon Bailey. So we're out in front of the library. As you can see, setting up for this book event that I had at the library. And so the people that are here celebrating the 250th American anniversary of Alexander Hamilton.
I am Miles Kantowski, and I am playing the role of Alexander Hamilton for the celebration of the American Quincentennial. Alright, Alexander Hamilton used to, when he lived here, he worked in that building right there, and his job was to go down to the shipping yard, which is that way, and take down the contents of what the ships had. So multiple times a day he would sprint from that building all the way down to the shipping yard and take all the orders and sprint back multiple times a day. And then he did that for a very long time of his life. And then later in his life, his mother got sick and died. And then a hurricane came and destroyed a bunch of the island. And he went up to the States. And there he was there for a while, and he ended up fighting in the American Revolution with George Washington. And then later, because he met George Washington during the Revolution, Washington asked him to be the treasurer, and he helped found the new nation.
I'm Amy Parker DeSorbo, your Territorial Director of Libraries, Archives, and Museums under the Planning and Natural Resources. We welcome tonight our Governor, Albert Bryan Jr., members of the 36th Legislature present, Honorable Commissioner of DP&R, Jean-Pierre L. Auriel, and other members of the Governor's Cabinet present. DLAN's partner, Seti Case, and the Caribbean Food Network are Public library patrons, community members, a big welcome. On behalf of the Department of Planning and Natural Resources and the Division of Libraries, Archives, and Museums, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Florence Williams Public Library, your library. We thank you for joining us for this special program as we begin recognizing the upcoming 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States through uniquely a Crucian perspective. Tonight, oops, there it goes. Sorry, I couldn't print this, I apologize. And we lost it. Anthony, we're going to start with Hamilton. If you could just start reading that and then I'll jump in.
Absolutely. All right, so hopefully you were able to hear.
I've seen a lot, but as I get older, I delve into history. You see more, and I'm truly starting to get fascinated with our total history, because our story begins in Africa. You know, there was people freaking out. Well, I don't think people were freaking out. The Daily News, or the Daily Nuisance, was freaking out because I went to Ghana. But you, to understand how resilient a people we are, you have to start there and figure out these ships that brought the ballast from Denmark with the bricks that we walk on every day, like the young lady just shared with us, also brought us to this island to work. And even before we came, I mean, this is one of the, St. Croix is one of the few places that Columbus actually set foot on in the New World. The Christian set is older than like 99% of the cities in the entire America. And it's only when Tony Weeks told me, he said, you know, remember we're a National Heritage Area. I totally forgot about it, that we were, you know. But it's a privilege to stand here and talk about a history that reflects, as we celebrate the 250th anniversary of America. We've only been Americans for about 110 years. And it's never so evident as when you go to the African American Museum of History. After we land as enslaved Africans, Virgin Islanders disappear until 1917, almost 300 years later. Our legacy is totally different. I don't even think our school children understand that Juneteenth has absolutely nothing to do with us. We celebrate it because we have our kin in the States and everything that have been through that. But our experience is a very different experience. So today it's a privilege to stand before you as we celebrate National Heritage Area and Founders Day, something that this administration declared. An occasion that reminds us that St. Croix is not simply a beautiful place. It's a place that helped shape history. I mean, not in a little way, like in a major way. People don't remember, I grew up in Savannah. We had 8 shops in Savannah, 8 family businesses selling. It's zero now. It's nothing. Everybody to go to the big grocery stores. I remember when Woolworth and Kmart came. Now they're gone. The world has changed tremendously. So we have to relate those stories, and those, I see Jimmy back there, Mike up here, of Riptide and Handos and Grandstand Play, of Frank's on the corner, of going to Scooters, you know, and going all the way. What the one that name was? I know all the party places that party all next week. Those are the stories, because, you know, when children complain about where we are, they cannot appreciate where we've been. Today we celebrate Alexander Hamilton, a National Heritage Area in St. Croix. But every day we write the history of these great territories. And one day, 200 years from now, they're going to talk about this crowd sitting here, setting this day. Thank you very much for your attention.
It was another beautiful event here at the library. I have to admit, it was very surprising, the presentation. I really learned a lot. And it's all about history, and it's all about learning about our culture, our past, and also learning where we're going to in the future. So I want to give thanks to the library. I want to give a special thanks to my high school friend, pal, Tony Weeks. He did a wonderful job, and I'll let the young lady finish it out.
I want to piggyback. This was amazing, very educational, and that's what we need. We need our children to be involved more in activities, and it's exciting to hear that 120 students were here today.
Yeah.
And it's good to hear that, because we need to get our students off the streets and to do something different. And look at this library. I mean, it's 2 floors, so it's amazing. I thank everybody for their hard work.
All right. Thanks, man.
Hi, my name is Deval Stevens. I'm here representing the Superior Court Rising Stars. I'm an instructor arranger there. We're going to be here playing at 7. Just be ready to hear some good music.